which hopefully gets me ready for the ladies and gentlemen in YouTube land. All right, and I'm on. I love it when shit works out. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to a special live WWE Draft Night 1 coverage show of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Y'all know me by now. I'm the South Philly Sycho, the 17-time champ, the jack of all trades, the master of absolutely none. I'm Dom, and hopefully we will be getting the other two members of the TRWT3 joining me shortly. I know Brucey is still in practice, and Wendy is out picking up her hairier half. So if we're lucky, we will get them as the night goes on. And I'm getting comments already. I'm feeling that. Um, but until then, you're stuck with me, guys. Sorry. Just let me do my thing here, get all these nice little posts and tweets up so everybody knows. Because what you may not know tuning in on YouTube is if you're in our Facebook group, we typically like to do some kind of discussion thread during the show live and just chit chat with some of our members and have a good time. But since Bruce was into it and it even looked like Wendy was into it, we thought we'd be better off covering the draft live tonight for all of you. So I'm hoping a lot of the people that show up to our threads end up coming in, joining me here, and everything goes smoothly. Obviously, because like going smoothly is a must. Like, let's be honest, that's got to happen, or I'm out. Fuck it. But it's nice to see you. Thank you again for showing up last night. Thank you again for just making us feel damn special sometimes, man. I see these views and I see some of these comments and reviews and stuff. I see our audio podcast going through the roof, which hasn't happened in months, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you, feels. Wow. Is it odd that waiting for SmackDown to show up, I'm getting a commercial for ROH? Like I just threw on Fox, and here's Jay Lethal. Oh, Jay Lethal versus David Finlay. That could be damn good. Gresham and Seidel. Hopefully he doesn't fall off the top rope. I totally forgot about the Pure tournament for a minute there. That's actually started. Wow. Okay. Cool. Cool. Man, I wonder who they're going to actually throw that title on because it hasn't been around for a while. Let's be honest. ROH hasn't been around for a while. So, they've had their bumps in the road, especially even pre COVID. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come back, how they do things, who they decide to throw this like pure title on. They've got a great tournament lined up. I'll give them that. But yeah, that definitely interests the hell out of me. And I'm also interested to see if some of the predictions that Brucey and I came up with, like picks and things, will actually go down as this draft moves forward. I'm wondering who's got the first pick. I'm gonna guess it's Raw because they're Raw, but it's tough to tell. I couldn't figure it out online. I looked around pretty much a day or two just trying to figure out whatever was going on and how it was going to work so that I could bring it to you guys Thursday and then eventually come back and do something like this. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I guess Raw gets the first pick because they're the flagship. But then again, SmackDown going to Fox is supposed to be a big deal. Well, I guess we'll find out soon because I'm already seeing Then, Now, and Forever. So, yay, here we go. Ah, yes, gotta love the Thunderdome. If anybody has actually been on the LED screen in the Thunderdome, hit me up in the comments and let me know, like, if they ask anything of you or if they warn you in the midst, like, hey, stop doing that or you're gone, anything like that. Just any info you may have. I've thought about doing it a few times, but I haven't signed up yet. On one hand, it's cool. On the other hand, I might have to sit through like an entire WWE show. And some days that doesn't sound like the greatest thing in the world to do, to be honest. So I like the freedom to be able to, shut it off and walk away. The rules, as if we couldn't have got them online and don't remember a draft. Oh shit, we're kicking off with it. Sweet. Oh god. I don't know if it's just me, but since we're fresh off, 30 years of Jericho, as soon as they said Stephanie McMahon, the whole line from Jericho, my head ran from back in the day, the whole, bottom feeding trash bag hoe line. And look how far she's come. Ish. Completely altered. Sure. Sure, Jan. Well, there's a shock, right? I mean, Bruce and I both agreed that there's no way that Drew McIntyre or Roman Reigns switch shows. So we already got one pick, right? High class, wherever you are. And there goes Roman. See, we got them both already. We're 3 minutes in. It pays to watch Top Rope because Brucey and I told you that yesterday. Well, thank God Asuka's not going anywhere. But I think I said that last night too. None of these are very shocking, by the way. But of course, Asuka is a great fucking pick. Oh wow. Brucey hit on that one too, guys. The first person to jump ship, Seth Rollins. He's now the Friday Night Messiah. Or maybe they changed the name. I don't know what they would change it to. Drop that in the comments. Friday night what for Seth Rollins? Okay, the Hurt Business stays still. That's, the only shock out of these picks so far, Seth Rollins. I guess he doesn't really have to worry about baggage because he doesn't have a single freaking disciple left. So, no big deal moving on. Bye, Seth. It's for the greater good. Oh, God, they're going to talk to him. Sure. Oy vey. Ugh. You gotta love Seth. He sure can spin a line of bullshit, can he? Oh, this could be good. I'm feeling that. As I've said on this show, and I believe Brucey and Wendy have too, like anything Biggie and singles push right now is absolute fucking gold. I was almost mad about Biggie getting taken out of that number one contender match until I saw what happened to Jey Uso, and then it was like, okay, not so bad. You'll live to fight another day, dude. Okay, I'm muting Corey Graves. Like, does Biggie have what it takes to make it on his own? Of course he does. Like I used to like Corey Graves. If anybody's been paying attention to us long enough, I was saying he reminded me of a young Bobby Heenan. But since then, he's kind of taken a nosedive, and I think it's basically being around Michael Cole too long. He's now asked all these dumb questions like, does Biggie have what it takes to be on his own? Um, the man's what, close to 300 pounds, a powerhouse, technical, charismatic. What else does he need, Corey? Is this really even a question? Not in my eyes. It's ridiculous. Does Biggie have what it takes to be on his own? It's like asking, do I have what it takes to come live on Fox 10 Productions by myself? Because guess what? Hi guys, here I am. There's your answer, Corey. Fuck. Oh, this is fitting to get good though, because obviously this whole thing with Sheamus and with Biggie has been going on for quite some time, but it got put on hold due to all the backstage windshield attacks. With first Sheamus on Big E, and then he repaid the favor, and now they're finally gonna get it on. Thank you, God. I think I could definitely see Big E going to Raw. I think what I said on the show last night was Raw should draft the New Day and just kind of wait for Kofi and Xavier to get healthy and use Biggie in the meantime because he's a wonderful singles competitor. And then once they get the rest of the New Day back, then you've now strengthened your tag division too. And obviously you don't really need Biggie in that tag team. He could continue if he has a singles title or if he's in the middle of a push. And Kofi and Xavier could continue on as a tag team without him and not even miss a beat. Hey, Felipe's in the building. What's going on, my brother? Mac, I haven't seen you in forever, dude. I thought you had left us. I couldn't even find you in group. I was like, dude, hey, there he is. Let's see what Mac asked. Do we see anyone from NXT getting drafted? Well, I know they don't have any picks, but it doesn't mean that nobody's going to get picked from there. If anything, I think my man right here would make a good addition to SmackDown or Raw. There's been a lot of rumors saying that the Garganos, Johnny and Candice, are going to move up, so maybe they get picked either tonight on SmackDown or tomorrow on Raw. and end up on the main roster. But I don't see a whole lot happening with Johnny Wrestling if he does. So I could see a few NXT guys getting picked, but I don't know for sure because I'm not. They haven't mentioned whether or not NXT is off limits. We just know NXT is not getting picks in this draft, and that's it. What did Felipe say? Enjoying Friday night before 3 free days. Wow. Okay, dude. Well, it's so good to see you guys. Thank you for the questions and stuff. That's cool. Um, Thinking about it, I wouldn't mind seeing Rhea Ripley get drafted. Just because it doesn't look like it doesn't look like they really want to give her another match for the NXT Women's title. They're always throwing someone else in her way, and she has yet to get the one-on-one rematch with Io after losing the triple threat at Takeover in Your House. So if you're not going to push her and you're not going to give her a title opportunity, and you got Tony Storm coming in, and you now have the returning Ember Moon, which makes my wife happy, happy beyond all words, because my wife loves Ember Moon. Um, it's going to be even harder to get Rhea in that title picture. And what the hell are you doing, Biggie? He's duct taping Sheamus's ankles together. God damn. Okay, you got to get the wrist too, or he's just going to reach down and rip him off, though. Yeah, I hear you, Felipe. I could use I could use a few off days myself, man. Honestly. Yeah, my bigger thing. I'm wondering if after the draft is over, we're gonna see some guys from Raw and SmackDown end up moving to NXT, like Finn Balor did, like Breezango did. But I don't know if they're gonna do it the other way around either. So that's definitely like the X factor in this draft. What did I think of Ember Moon's new look and music? The look is fantastic. The music, I'm not a huge fan of. I liked her old theme real like it was one of the best in NXT back in the day. And truth be told, fourth wall break, you might notice I'm in my bedroom, I don't know. But my wife used to wake up every morning to Ember Moon's theme from NXT. That was her alarm. So every morning I'd be dead asleep and I'd just start hearing the beginning of it. It was like, and even as annoying as that was, I still love that theme. So the look is fine. The music I live without. Yeah, I'm with Felipe too. I'm definitely happy that she evolved a little bit as a character, and I'm sure what she's been through has helped her to evolve and change a little bit personally. Because make no mistake about it, that woman was facing a career-threatening injury. So to be back in a ring, I'm sure you have a different perspective at that point. But yeah, I'm glad Ember's back. It was like it was like two sides of a coin on that night on NXT because you saw Ember return and make a big speech and get in the main event, and then you saw Ridge Holland blow his knee out and get carted out while screaming. So you got that great oh my god kind of moment, and then you got that awful like oh no kind of moment in the same show. She's super nice. Well, that's nice to hear, Felipe, because I've obviously never met her, but I guess you have. And I'm sure my wife would love to know that like Ember's cool because she thinks the world of her. Like I'm a fan, but my wife is like a straight up mark. So but yeah, I'm with you guys to the point where I'm wondering like how NXT is going to end up playing in this. If somebody's going to get picked from it, or if after all these picks are in, maybe you got guys on the roster that you don't want or need anymore, so you send them down. Or okay, I'm sorry, I'm old. It's not down anymore. Technically, it's over to NXT, like you did with Finn Balor or Breezango or Drake Maverick. So it's that's almost more interesting to me than the draft itself. But we've only had a few picks, and I've only been surprised by maybe one. Well, let's let the night play out a little more. Hey, Kadrian, our honorary fourth horseman. I'm flying solo for now. I'm hoping that we get Bruce and Wendy somewhere in the next 20 minutes or so because they were set to come on, but Bruce has football practice for his kids, and Wendy had to pick up her husband. So I'm just hanging out, keeping y'all company, catching up on the draft. But I'm good, man. How you doing? Let's see. Felipe says or asks us, do you think the Mysterios will return to SmackDown? I got to be honest. I think the Mysterios are going. I think I said it last night. I'll say it again. I think the Mysterios are going to end up being split up. I think you're going to get Dom on SmackDown and Ray on Raw, and this whole thing with Buddy Murphy now that Seth is on SmackDown is going to continue with Ray and his daughter and his wife. Right, Rollins going to SmackDown was such a shock. What do we call him now? Like the Friday Night Fanatic as opposed to the Monday Night Messiah? Like I I don't know. I'm stumped on that one, guys. If you can help me out, please leave it in the chat. Yeah, I hope everybody in the chat's doing well. Everything's good. You had your dinner, you got a nice drink, you kicked back on the couch, you're watching along with me as Biggie's getting egged and powdered. What are they gonna fry him? Murphy and the Mysterio girl together. I think it's interesting television. I think that some of the reactions are a little more interesting than the television. You have so many people out there just going on and on about, oh, he's flirting with this young girl and blah blah blah. Okay, first off, she's 19. He's in his 30s. If it were the other way around and some 19-year-old dude was hitting on a 30-some-year-old woman, people would be like patting him on the back and shouting cougar life and all this other stuff. It would be a situation like Edge and Vicky Guerrero or Dolph Ziggler and Vicky Guerrero. But I didn't see anybody complain then, but they complain now. So if you're gonna have a double standard about it, I just end up giving you double fingers. That's my whole big take on it. I'm sorry. I think Morrison and the Miz split up. That's a good one, Kadrian. I would actually like to see that because I think those two together are the stupidest, goofiest frat boy wannabe miserable joke of modern wrestling. Like I can't even like I get mad just thinking about it. I'm not calling him Johnny Drip Drip. I'm not listening to your hip hop songs or watching your videos. I'm sick of your stupid little dad jokes in the back. I mean, Morrison is one of the most unique, talented professional wrestlers in the business. The Miz was one of the absolute best heels long before MJF and long before Chris Jericho went to AEW. And they are being squandered in this whole Miz and Morrison thing from 12 years ago. So break them up. I'm good with that. Thank you, Kadrian. How many? What if, let's see what Felipe said. Oh, how many years old was Stephanie McMahon when she joined AAA? She was not old. She was definitely younger if the Macho Man allegedly thing happened. Again, allegedly. She was even younger and people still joke and make memes about the Macho Man banging Stephanie McMahon when she was very young. But now that it's Buddy and Aaliyah Mysterio, all of a sudden it's a different story. And it's like, okay, first off, this was a story and these allegations could have actually happened. There's a huge difference. Oh, Kadrian has a question. All right, all right. Do you think anyone from NXT comes up? Yeah, I do. As I said, I've been hearing that Johnny and Candace might be getting called up. I've seen some reports about that. So I don't know if they're going to get drafted, but they may end up coming up anyway. I think it's probably good for Candace, and it's probably horrible for Johnny Gargano, but that could be one. I would not be surprised if it's Adam Cole in the Undisputed Era's time to kind of move away from Triple H, kind of move out of Daddy's house and take their swing at it, at Grandpa's. Um, I'm thinking about it. I'm going over it. I'd like to see Rhea Ripley move up. I think she's ready. The match against Charlotte alone proved that she was ready. And again with Tony Storm and Ember Moon coming in, now you've got more competitors in the women's division, so you could move some of them up, and Rhea Ripley would be a perfect candidate. Oh, Chris is in the chat. Okay, just grab dinner and tuning in. What did I miss? Not much, dude. Drew stayed on Raw. Roman stayed on SmackDown. Asuka stayed on Raw. Seth Rollins moved to SmackDown, and then I can't remember what was Raw's last pick. Oh, the Hurt Business. Raw picked the Hurt Business with the last pick of the first round. Now we've got a basically Falls Count Anywhere match with Biggie and Sheamus, which has been damn brutal, by the way. I'm enjoying the shit out of that, which is why if I seem a little distracted, guys, I'm actually watching the show, which I don't normally do. But I'm here for you guys. I'm ready. Keep the comments, keep the questions coming. I'm all about it. Usually the NXT picks appear in the draft. Yeah, after the draft. Yeah. Yeah, or there's some kind of trade worked out, or there's something where you get a guy, but as far as I know, NXT has no picks in this draft. I don't know if that means their roster is off limits. So they might not have picks, but you may be able to pick from their talent pool. Yeah, definitely. The only real change was Rollins to SmackDown, and that surprised none of us. Like even Bruce had brought it up yesterday, and I was like, "Huh, that's interesting." And it makes me think that maybe Dom will be the next one to get it will end up being drafted by SmackDown to kind of continue that rivalry and split the Mysterios up a little bit because Ray and the rest of his family will probably remain on Raw. Got to keep checking my Zoom here just to make sure that nobody is nope, nobody showed up yet. But honestly, Brucey probably won't get home for another 10 minutes, and I'm not sure how long it takes Wendy to pick up her husband. So if they show up, they show up. Cool. If not, I'm here with you till 10 o'clock, guys. I'm just going to rename myself right quick. Yeah, you are not going to see me get drafted by Raw or SmackDown, so I'm top rope for life, and I'm here with you guys. That's my little Cody moment from AEW for all of you in the chat. Love y'all. Damn. Sheamus and Biggie look dead, and this thing ain't even close to being over. Oh, maybe it is. Never mind. That was a great match, though. I really appreciate the hell out of it. The end was very good too, Felipe. You're right. I kind of looked down to change my name, and I looked up, and I just barely caught the replay, but I just caught it, and yeah, it was damn good. Owens versus the Fiend should be good too. There's a lot of reports, and I don't know how accurate they are. Because what I had said was I think guys like Owens and Aleister Black will end up on SmackDown. But there were reports saying that the Fiend is the one that's going to end up on Raw during the draft. I would almost hate that because I still want to see Roman Reigns versus the Fiend. But I'd understand it's easier to move one man than it is to move multiple people over to SmackDown. Although, is Raw really doing anything with Black or Owens? Oh, definitely, Felipe. It was a very fun match. It was brutal. It had my inner bingo kid just doing backflips. I'm definitely into it. I'm certainly as much as I may not like him, I'm certainly into the Roman Reigns heel turn. I don't think it could have been done much better. It's something that we've been waiting for, at least me and Bruce and a few others, for a very long time. So I would rather have him turn heel and just destroy his family in front of another member of his family at a pay-per-view than sit here give you the whole regurgitated big dog, my yard, Undertaker ripoff speech week in and week out. I would love to see the Fiend versus Roman at Mania, Felipe. But like I said, there's a lot of reports out there saying that the Fiend might end up on Raw, and there's also a lot of rumors and reports that somehow, some way, we're gonna get the Tribal Chief versus the People's Champion, which seems far fetched. It does, to bring The Rock in right now, the way things are going, seems far fetched. But if Roman is going to continue to beat on the Usos and family members and act this way, I think somebody like The Rock would be the guy to come in and try to put him in check, take him to the woodshed, that kind of thing. I would rather see the Fiend personally, but I would not be mad at Roman versus The Rock. Because who could be mad at a Rock comeback? I mean, I don't care how long it is, how long ago how long he hasn't been in the ring or how long he's been in Hollywood. I don't care how old he gets. If they say the Rock's coming back, I'm watching. I've watched worse. Okay. No, that's very true as well, Felipe. It's extremely hard to believe that the Rock will be at the next Mania, especially if that next Mania happens to be at Thunderdome and not SoFi Stadium. Because you figure if it's at SoFi in Los Angeles, all of a sudden it's WrestleMania goes Hollywood again. So what would fit better than to put a guy like The Rock in the main event against Roman Reigns? Because he's a wrestler who went Hollywood. But if it's just at the Thunderdome, like last year at the PC, I don't think you'll see it. Yeah, that's, I mean, 2021 was supposed to be SoFi Stadium in LA because we had Evil Evan telling us we could all come stay at his house and go to WrestleMania Access and this and that and the other. Um, it has yet to be moved from SoFi Stadium, but we're 6 months out, and obviously this is, you know, we're still in a pandemic. So will we be in a pandemic in 6 months? Hopefully not, but you don't know. So if they move it, there's no chance. Hey, Brian's in here with us too. All right, what's up, Brian? Good to see you, dude. 2 nights in a row. I appreciate that. You and Cadrian, I appreciate that. Here's to you. Yeah, y'all might end up seeing me pull a Grandma Wendy and eat while I'm live because I had ordered some dinner. I ordered a stromboli with some pepperoni and some bacon in it, and it was supposed to be here at 6:45. It didn't show up till about 15 minutes before I actually started this live feed. So most of it I just grabbed and housed because I hadn't eaten since breakfast. It was just give me that. But there's still a piece or two down here. So if it gets later and and my stomach starts to rumble, you might end up seeing me like reach down, grab my box, pull a piece out, and just start, going to town. Sorry. Hey, Devin's back too. What up, bro? What's up, bro? It's good to see you, man. I'm wondering what Jay has to say after getting his ass whizzed. Oh, first Biggie. Okay. They need to push Biggie. Like I know they are, but I'm saying like they need to get him on that world title level like today. Oh shit, it's Kofi. Wow. Oh shit, it's Xavier too. The whole damn New Day's here. They're getting traded to Raw. Watch. I'm thinking I was right yesterday. We're gonna get the whole New Day going. Just and Raw's next pick. Baby. I almost missed that. Oh wow, Chris, you post a great question about AEW. What did I enjoy more, the dog collar match or the FTW title? Uh, Nothing against either one because they were both amazing. I love Will Hobbs, and I've always loved Brian Cage. I got my Swolverine T-shirt in the closet next to me. But that dog collar match was just absolutely beautifully brutal and dramatic, and just everything about it, the violence, the storytelling, the way Cody fought back after being annihilated almost as badly as Jay was with Roman. I have to go with the dog collar match. It was tremendous. I can't even lie. And again, Inner Bingo Hall Kid was doing backflips and screaming, "This is awesome!" Oh, look at this! Looky who I found. Hang on, guys. Guess who's in the building?
Day Rocks. New.
New
Day
Day
Rocks.
rocks.
New.
New
Day Rocks. Much like New Day is back, your grandma Wendy's back too. Hey,
Man, it's like Kofi and Xavier brought her in on a unicorn and dropped her in the chat.
right, just right on in.
I'm amazed she don't have
But
flapjacks
it's
and
okay.
everything. What's going on?
What's going on? What have I missed in like 30 minutes?
Okay, so they had a set of picks and nothing really changed. Drew was drafted to Raw. Asuka was drafted to Raw. Seth Rollins is now a member of SmackDown.
Okay.
So I guess the Monday Night Messiah is now the Friday Night Fanatic. Hey, there's the furry bastard. What up, man?
Oh God. You're yelling.
Cracking news. Miss you, dog.
He has the
Oh, and then the last pick was the Hurt Business was drafted to Raw as well. So everybody stayed put.
Like as a unit?
As a unit. So everybody stayed put, but Seth Rollins goes to Friday.
Okay. I'm okay with
that. And my theory is Dominic Mysterio is probably right behind him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And they'll split the Mysterios up. Like Dom will be on Raw, the rest of the family will be on Dom will be on SmackDown. The rest of the family will be on Raw, and they'll continue this whole Murphy and Aaliyah thing for a while and get Ray involved. So Buddy can break his plastic knees.
And get with this girl. Hey. I'm supposed to be ordering.
Everybody's saying hi to Grandma. Of course you are. We missed her so much. We missed her yesterday. I was missing her today. It feels like it's been way too long without Grandma. I am completely missing whatever the hell Paul Heyman is saying just because she's here. That's a big thing.
Just because I'm here.
Just for me, that's a big thing. Paul Heyman really is. Paul Heyman is like a demigod in my life. So
he is. He really is.
Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Paul Heyman. Oh, just don't let him write you a check.
You know those candles with the saints? It would be Saint Paul Heyman, patron saint of hardcore and bounce checks.
Yes. patron saint of violence.
And bounce checks.
And bounce checks. It's got to be like small case in parentheses though, like
exactly little asterisk in there.
Because Paul would somehow find a way to negotiate that shit. Like, no, you can't just put it on there. You got to have it in parentheses, tiny print.
Exactly.
Paul's too shrewd. He would get something done.
He will definitely.
Oh, good. Now that you're here, you can talk a little bit. I can finish my Stromboli.
Hey,
we're gonna flip the script. You're gonna talk, and I'm gonna eat.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's good.
Put a lay on him. What the fuck? What?
That was crowning him tribal chief of the family.
Ha. Oh God. It's only because The Rock's not around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking about that before you showed up too. Like the reports that the Fiend is going to Raw, but I really want to see the Fiend versus Roman. But then they're sort of like rumoring that The Rock will come back. The other thing I don't get is why does Jay get a rematch? He was absolutely destroyed at Clash of Champions. Like Rocky Ford, if he dies destroyed in front of Jimmy.
He really was, man. He really was.
But it really was. It was like carrying.
Why are they dragging this out though?
Because Roman can't talk. It's a fact. I mean, that's why he's got Paul Heyman.
It really is.
And then he's got those Ross Geller teeth now from Friends. They're like really bright white.
Oh yeah, no, it's really weird. It's
like he opens his mouth and it's like, oh my eyes, oh. Part of his heel tactics are blinding you on national TV. Ow, you dick! I hate Roman. He's doing his job.
Okay, so Hell in a Cell would be an I Quit match. Okay, good for y'all. As in, I quit this whole ass storyline.
Why is Michael Cole so much louder than Roman Reigns? What the fuck?
No idea.
I don't want to hear Michael Cole. I want to hear Roman Reigns. I can't believe I just said that. Damn, that was a lot of. That was a lot of pepperoni and bacon at once. Oh my god. I honestly, I think this is the first time I've ever ate while I was on the show.
You're pulling a Wendy.
Wendy's like, welcome to the club.
Oh, speaking of, I had snacks and I threw them down somewhere. Shit. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
So far away. Okay,
Well,
y'all get
at
to
least
see
we
me
got a
doing weird
commercial.
maneuvering.
At least we got a commercial. Go get your snacks, homegirl. And since we're on commercial, and since Brucey and I kind of forgot to bring it up because we were so involved with the draft because we're nerds like that. I gotta give a huge shout out to Thick Mama Pump for last Tuesday knocking off Rohit Raju. And honestly, I thought she had won the X Division title until Rohit said, "Oh no, it was an open challenge, but it was non-title." So now she's part of a six-person scramble at Bound for Glory for the X Division title. It's her and 5 dudes, and I'm like, "Go Thick Mama Pump, you can kill them all."
Seriously.
So at least after all the Joey Ryan bullshit, we know intergender wrestling still lives, and it still lives in Impact.
Yes, it has not been ruined.
And it still lives in Impact after all the Tessa Blanchard bullshit. So yay!
Oh god, after the Tessa Blanchard bullshit, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. That's something twofold because you had Joey Ryan's scumfuckery, and then you had Tessa Blanchard's attitude, and that pretty much put intergender wrestling like one foot in the grave, the other foot on a banana peel.
It really did. I think what saved it mostly was indie though. Like the indies is where it's at.
True. I'm just saying, like with mainstream, that was pretty much it. And then all of a sudden, Thick Mama Pump brought it back. That's why I love her.
Yep. Bless her. Bless up.
I'm pretty sure Jordan Grace could take like any dude in a fight. Any dude. I'm pretty sure she could beat I'm pretty sure she could take the tribal chief and make him her bitch.
She definitely can do that.
Oh, Max reminding us round 2 after the break. Thank you, homie. I put it on mute because I didn't want to hear Michael Cole of the commercials. Thank you, homie. But I'll try to get some volume going. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it from here or not, but I'll try to get some volume going when it comes back. And oh my God, the war that Big E and Sheamus had just now. Whoo.
I hate that I missed that. How was it?
Oh, it was good. It had the inner Bingo Hall kid doing backflips. It was that nice. like that ending too. Oh my God. It was just this crazy table spot and everything, and it was like, oh, I'll spoil it and say Biggie pulled it out, but good because he deserves it.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
I honestly, I think with all of them back, I know. I'm thinking. I was just gonna say,
where's my New Day shirt?
With the New Day all back together tonight, I have a feeling they're going to get picked up by Raw.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And honestly, because like Biggie could continue his singles push on Raw. Kofi and Xavier versus the Street Profits.
That's literally what I was just thinking. Get out of my head. Oh my God.
See, she's here 10 minutes and I'm already right there.
Right here. Connected.
We just stay right up in here always, all day, every day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes.
It's like
because I was just thinking like New Day versus Street Profits would be
legit fire.
Amazing.
Yes, it would be tremendous. That's gonna be. I would love to see that. Oh, here we go. No, not that button.
Here we go. Okay, I froze for a second.
I saw that, but I was just playing it. I was just feeling it. I was like, maybe she'll come back. Please come back. Please come back. I don't want to be alone anymore. Please come back.
Now I'm looking over here at the YouTube. Like, am I frozen? I love that I froze like this. Like, what the hell?
The world's most influential CMO, and according to Chris Jericho, since 30 years, is a bottom feeding trash bag. All that Y2J shit. Every time I see her, I keep thinking of it.
I love Felipe's suggestion of New Day versus Hurt Business.
That too.
Bro, that would be sick. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner.
I don't have to worry about that. Oh shit, Raw got AJ back.
Oh, nice.
I mean, there's no Paul Heyman there, so why wouldn't he?
I mean,
he only has to go to SmackDown because he was pissed at Paul Heyman about the Good Brothers. So why not take him back?
That makes sense. Yeah. What? God damn it! All I want is pizza.
I got Stromboli.
Everywhere I look up, it's like not available for delivery right now.
Yeah, I only got one place that delivers to me, and they were late as fuck. Wait, what?
Let's try this.
Oh, Naomi's going to Raw. Wow.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm a little behind then. I'm on a delay because I just got AJ Styles.
Oh my god, I called it. I called it last night. Bianca to SmackDown. Last night, Brucey and I were talking about it. I said Bianca and Dominic Mysterio.
Am I really delayed?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. There's more. Oh, Nia and Shayna's staying on Raw. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I just got Naomi. I am really delayed if I'm now hearing about Naomi.
You are very delayed, yes.
I don't know what happened.
If they wouldn't shut me down completely, I'd just pull up YouTube TV on my computer and share the screen. But I called Bianca Belair yesterday along with Dominic Mysterio. I said, they can go there and kind of like build on their potential because obviously Bianca's not being used on Raw.
That's true. That's true.
And Dom is a little green for Raw as well, but put him on SmackDown.
A little.
A lot. But he's been impressive. I'll give him that much.
Severely green. He's greener than baby. I love how on her Insta, Shayna, every time she posts pictures of herself with Nia, she always like puts something over Nia and it's like champs. Like anything to just block her out. It's great.
Oh God, New Day versus Retribution would be great too, Kadrian. Thank you. Sorry, I was distracted and I was eating. But yeah, New Day versus Retribution. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Or if somehow the New Day and the Hurt Business get together to take on Retribution, because there's a lot of numbers, So you get those 7 together and maybe these guys again. Going back on mute. Nope.
Oh, thank you.
I was talking to these guys before the show, before you showed up. I'm sorry, and I would say I hope somehow that Miz and Morrison get split up too, because I'm so sick of their shit.
Oh my God, I'm so tired, exhausted.
I'm so tired of the dad jokes. And 2008 called they want their tag team back. So bye.
Seriously.
like how good of a heel was the Miz before AEW and before the birth of his child and all that stuff, and now he's this, and you're like,
honestly,
come on, please, why?
I can't even with him anymore. All right, I'll put the volume low so I can at least hear.
Right? Oh no, I muted the shit. I was gonna be watching. Okay, so Jeff Hardy and who? And who?
Actually, not that. Woo!
Yeah, definitely not Matt. No. That's not happening. It'd be funny if it was Sami Zayn. I'd laugh my ass off.
Mm,
I don't know if
this
they
is a
should
good
be.
question.
I don't know if they should be like putting up Matt Riddle tweets right now. I'm just saying.
Definitely not.
Oh, because that's who he's okay. That's who he's teaming up with. Now this match got creepy. Oh,
Jose and I were just talking about this on the drive home today.
oh, okay. Chris was asking, with Ridge Holland being hurt yesterday or Wednesday, do either of us think that Adam Cole or Undisputed Era as a whole gets called up tonight or Monday?
I can see Cole getting called up,
I was saying that too earlier. Like I could see Cole getting called up, but
but not
it
all of UE.
but honestly, it almost feels as if it's time for the Undisputed Era to go somewhere else. They've pretty much
Yeah.
done everything they could under Daddy's roof. At least maybe they can see what Grandpa's house is like. I don't know. I know they're too small, and I know they'll probably get some shit bookings because that's what happens to every NXT call up.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
Keith Lee is getting some shit bookings in wardrobe, and how good was he? So, the Undisputed Era will come up and no more music, no more booms, no more.
None of it, no. Which will suck because they're such a great team.
They'll come out to some goofy shit.
They're likely to get broken up too, which is fucking lame.
They're more than likely to get broken up, which what I would also hate to see. But
Absolutely.
it wouldn't surprise me if they did get called up, and it wouldn't surprise me if we get Johnny and Candice on a main roster, even though it's pretty much death for Johnny Gargano.
Oh yeah, it definitely would be the death of Gargano.
And even though he's had the shirts out to say NXT for life, don't always believe merch.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you're way behind me because I can hear the match and I'm on commercial already.
Yeah. Just got started.
Yeah, I'm sure if I shared my screen and brought
Matt Riddle, bro.
I can't even at this point with him.
I can't even, man.
I think you'll probably remember this from when you met me. I was not a big Matt Riddle fan. It took people like you and Bruce to talk me in.
I am heartbroken because I loved Matt Riddle.
No, but you and Bruce talked me into being a Matt Riddle guy. I thought he was a complete douchebag, and I couldn't stand him. And then you guys were like, "Oh, but he's this, and he's that, and he's so funny, and yada yada yada. And he's a great wrestler." And I was like, "Okay, I guess I like him," and I did. And now that all this stuff is coming out, and it's been evolving, no pun intended, over the past few months, I'm like, ooh, maybe I was right about Matt Riddle all along. I don't know. Maybe I should go back.
Like you were, man.
Maybe I should just go back to thinking he's a douche because he's definitely douchey. It's not even a debate. Like
it's one of those things. As someone who has an appreciation for like the legal side of things, I just want to see how it plays out in the courts, mostly because WWE is not going to fuck around. Mm-hmm. And if they settle it, it'll be like, here's some chump change, eat a dick and fuck off out of here, But they're not going to settle.
But it also
I think they're going to bury her under paperwork.
True. But it also feels like WWE is playing with fire with some of these guys from the speaking out movement and putting them on TV, whether it be Velveteen Dream, whether it be Austin Theory, whether it be Matt Riddle, because you're going to have all these allegations, have all these investigations, have people asking you to investigate, but you're going to put them on TV and keep them in matches and keep them in the ring. Well, what happens if they're actually guilty then? And you've just supported and helped grow their career for the last, I don't know how many months. That just makes you look fucking awful.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you could hide behind the fact like, well, we didn't really know. But that doesn't really just kind of sweep it under the rug, in my opinion. It's like, if you didn't know, then let them stay home.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, Ring of Honor is coming back soon, and they're starting their pure title tournament. Marty Scurll not be a part of that because he was involved in all the speaking out shit. And whether he is found guilty or not, ROH doesn't want to run that risk. And he's their lead booker now. And they're their highest paid talent. And they are keeping him at home. But Matt Riddle is in the ring right now. You mean to tell me
But
ROH is more of a fuck than WWE?
yes. WWE has a history of playing it
Playing the long game.
loose, but playing it in a really fucked up way. I mean, look at Snuka. Look at what happened there, And how many wrestlers, I wouldn't be surprised, historically were abused towards their wives, but WWE was like, shh, we don't say anything. Look at everything with Patterson.
I know.
Questionable dealings there, but they've kept him around for how long now? And he's still there?
I think it's going on like the 4th decade at this point.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good question from Chris too while we're waiting. With Ember Moon and Tony Storm recently making surprise returns, who do you think is next to pop up to or at the minor league Thunderdome? I like that, Chris. Thank you. The first person that comes to my mind is Rhea Ripley. I think she's been ready for a Raw or a SmackDown.
Oh,
yeah. And the whole thing with Charlotte Flair, even though
she's
she lost, proved it. So she could easily go up. Candice might be another one. Thinking about it, maybe it's time that Io drops the belt and she goes to SmackDown or something like that.
I would like to see Io with Asuka going for the tag titles.
I know you guys are all about Kabuki 2.0, and Kabuki 1.0 was fucked up by Bruce Pritchard, so I don't want to see that shit.
Well, I mean, Kabuki 2.0 would be like so vicious because there's nothing cute about Io Shirai. She's not kawaii. She is like straight business. I will beat your ass.
If you think there's anything cute about Io Shirai, go back and watch her at Lucha Underground. There ain't none cute.
Oh yeah, no.
My homegirl was an assassin in Lucha Underground.
She really was. Of the Black Lotus clan.
What? Please tell me you're seeing this.
I don't know what I missed. I am not quite there yet.
You're never going to guess who's back from Gay Pornhub.
Gay Pornhub? Oh, Jesus.
Wait for it. Because you're on a delay, so wait. You'll see.
Okay, Dylan Hardy just won.
Uh-huh. And then...
they're fist bumping. Which is so lame. I hate fist bump. Don't ever approach me with a fist bump.
Oh my God, you're so far behind, but wait for it. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes, even Lars has returned. All the way from Gay Pornhub.
That beard, though.
Yeah, well, I guess it makes him look a little more butch.
Hey, if Ricochet can bounce back from finger in the booty hole, Lars back from the Pornhub, all right? Just saying.
Well, apparently so, because he is destroying Matt Riddle and
yeah, he is.
Hardy and The Miz and anybody else that gets in the ring. Like, wow.
That's a lot of like.
I seriously thought that his contract was up, or they had let him go, or something. After
right, just kind of like on the low.
After that whole ass, he was a gay porn fiasco. I thought that was it. You're done.
But now with like social media and stuff, and the attention span of the public, this stuff is forgotten like that.
I didn't forget, did I?
But not everybody else is going to bring it up. It'll only come up.
I swear, I only wish Brucey were here to see this. He would be losing his shit.
Right?
Yeah, even Cager's like, what the fuck?
Why is he here?
Why is he here?
Felipe, 2020 has become even worse.
It really
dead ass.
Oh, thank you, Cadrian. I did not know Marty lost the lead booker position. I honestly had no clue. Thank you for filling me in. Honorary horseman right there. He is still beating their ass.
Beating poor Miz is like drooling on himself and shit.
Well, so is Lars. So.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
Man, that's insane. I seriously thought he was no longer in WWE, no longer wrestling after that whole thing. We just talked about WWE playing with fire, and then here comes Lars down the ramp.
Right?
Seriously, come on.
Honestly.
And they're just gonna let him pick up right where he left off before all
Yep.
that shit happened. Before the
Yep.
injury, the gay porn, and all that shit. Just like the racist comments. Just nope, keep going.
Mm.
Oh. Oh, who do we think is the next to reappear in NXT? Well, if you're talking about like a Raw or a SmackDown person going back, the one that I can think of that I would love and hope that they lose their tag titles tonight so it could happen, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Hmm.
Shinsuke was great in NXT.
He was.
On
He really
on the
was.
main roster, he's garbage. They've used the Shinsuke blueprint for Keith Lee. Oh, you're awesome the way you are. We're gonna change your music. We're gonna change your outfit. We're gonna change your style. We're gonna change this. We're gonna change that. And then there's nothing left of you.
Pretty
And
much, yeah.
Shinsuke is one of the greatest, not only today of like all fucking time. I don't care from Japan, from anywhere. He is a tremendous talent. If you bring him back to NXT and you give him that original theme that everybody loved and hummed along
Mm-hmm.
to, he would be tremendous. I mean, I know he's got a broken jaw now, but I would love to see Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura again for the
Oh
NXT.
yeah, because those two had some great.
If you thought Kyle O'Reilly and Finn was like a match of the year candidate or brutal, get Shinsuke in the ring with him. And Shinsuke will be like, "Hold my beer," and you will forget Kyle O'Reilly.
Hold my beer.
No offense to Kyle, it was a great match.
Yeah,
But
it was.
Shinsuke,
Oh yeah.
You ain't got that, homie.
Now my dude.
I wouldn't even mind not as a tag team, but I wouldn't even mind seeing Cesaro go to NXT because clearly you don't have anything for him other than like these hodgepodge tag teams on a Raw or SmackDown roster because he's in like the fifth one now. So let him go back to NXT. Let him be a singles competitor. Could you imagine like say Cesaro versus Damian Priest for the North American title? I mean, it would be brutal. It would be amazing. It would be a 5-star match. And he's not going to get that kind of opportunity on Raw or SmackDown because he's been there how many years now and he still ain't got that shit. He was the biggest, baddest one out of that whole little clique they put together with Sammy and Shinsuke and who ended up with the Intercontinental title? Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Who ended up with the tag team titles again? Cesaro. I mean,
Sometimes
there's so
I
many
wonder, like,
between him and Tyson Kidd, him and Sheamus, him and Shinsuke.
Sometimes I wonder, like, do they really know what they're doing there? Like,
no.
No.
Obviously not. They just brought Lars back.
Honestly.
Oh shit, we got draft picks. Where's the mute button?
Free Nakamura.
Oh, Lars is going to be in Monday's pool.
Okay.
I bet no one picks him.
Like, no, we don't want that one. Sorry, guy, no one wants to play with you.
Oh, well, I guess Ricochet's staying on Raw. Can he go to NXT? Because I'd love to see him back in NXT. He was great there. SmackDown took Jey Uso. Shocking.
Okay.
Brucey was saying that the Usos would go to Raw to get Jey out of this rematch with Roman and work towards the Fiend, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
And obviously, oh, Mandy stayed on Raw.
Yeah, I'm way behind. I'm barely getting Ricochet right now.
Is it weird that when Mandy went to Raw, she had to extend her shorts so her butt didn't hang out? Oh, snap. They drafted them both. Okay. I was half right. Ray and to SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
I was half right. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with Buddy Murphy now, but I was half right. Yeah! No! Raw took both of them. Oh, all I heard was John Morrison, so I thought Raw took John Morrison. They took The Miz and Morrison.
Of course.
Why, God? Why? Dad jokes on Monday. Yay! Johnny Drip Drip. I'm sorry. I have George Carlin behind my head, so I had to go.
Appropriate. Entirely appropriate.
It was only fitting. Now we're gonna have the whole Seth Ray family thing all over again on SmackDown.
It's gonna keep on going.
Oh God, I just want it to end.
It's never gonna end.
Kyle O'Reilly versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a New Japan style death match. Yes.
That would actually be pretty awesome.
The one who doesn't get their chest or face caved in by kicks or knees is the winner. I love it, Chris. I absolutely fucking love it.
All about it.
Raw is long enough already. It really is. It's too long. Just move. Yes, Mac, that's what we're doing, bro. We're moving the whole damn thing over to SmackDown. They had time to waste on Raw. We only got 2 hours on SmackDown. We're going to have to fill 45 minutes with Ray and Seth and the Mysterio family.
Of course.
Oh, the boss is back. Yay.
Well, she did just get traded to SmackDown, didn't she?
I like Felipe. He says, please draft Lars to CZW. Just try to avoid putting him in a ring with Jake Atlas. That's all. Did I say that out loud? Oh shit. And no, I'm not hating people. If you know me by now, I have a gay brother. I'm just joking. There is no hate on this in this when it comes to that sort of thing. It's Ross time. It's Karen time apparently, because here comes Bailey.
Is she? Oh.
Not only that, I going back to it though, I'm glad they drafted Bianca to SmackDown, because I think once we get this whole Sasha and Bailey thing out of the way, the next person in line for a title shot should be Bianca Belair, because Bailey and Sasha have ran through everybody on the SmackDown roster.
Oh,
but
yeah,
neither one of them have ever faced Bianca Belair.
No, I think she could definitely be a good challenge.
Because, even when now they're apart, but even when they were together, they talked about how they went through everybody here. There's nobody left. So if Bailey or Sasha starts that shit after they fight and they're holding that title, I want to hear Bianca's music. Like, I want to hear that hair whip and everything.
Yep. Oh, definitely.
I'll bet you ain't fought me yet.
She should definitely give them a run for their money, because she's a legitimate athlete,
She really is.
As much as I don't like them, they're actually pretty good in the ring. Said that. Gagging.
No, it's a match between Bailey or Sasha against Bianca would be tremendous to watch.
Most definitely.
Oh God, Mysterio and Rollins on SmackDown. Yep, you're right behind us, Kadrian. We just said that.
So I'm not too far behind. Someone's a little more behind than me.
Oh man, I can't even. I'm like, okay, at least maybe now Seth doesn't have any disciples and he's on Friday, so we'll get like something new. Nope, not at all. Not even close.
Get something new. Lol JK, you thought.
I know. Or in other words, sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan.
We'll get something new and fresh.
Sure, Jan.
Exactly. Oh my God. Wait, are they? Oh shit, they're doing this now?
What?
Damn.
It's
I can't believe it. Oh, it's happening. It's apparently time for the boss's revenge. I wasn't paying attention. I just looked up and I saw them in the ring and the ref ringing the bell and the women's championship on the line. I'm like, oh shit, that escalated quickly.
Right?
I thought there was going to be a contract signing or they were going to talk shit. I did not know
I thought it was going to be a confrontation like, oh, bitch, you thought. And now I'm like...
Because Bailey walked out with the chair and everything, so I thought either she was going to swing it at her or she was going to sit in the middle of the ring and say, where the contract at? I'll sign it for Hell in a Cell or something.
Apparently, we're doing this now. Fuck it.
Okay, so is it horrible that I'm rooting for Sasha? Because I don't even like her that much.
Well, I was wondering that myself.
It's like you got to pick the lesser of two evils, and that's clearly Sasha.
Exactly. You don't have much of a choice here.
Bailey has had this title
This
for like
is
300 for like 300 and some odd days too long.
honestly. This is like the wrestling version of the presidential election.
For real. You're just like, fuck
The
these
lesser
two
of two
again.
evils.
The lesser of two evils. Exactly. Oh man. Do I have any Stromboli? Yes, I do. Okay. Bowling moment.
Keep eating that Stromboli.
Oh, yeah, good.
She's not gonna tap out that quick. Come on, are you high?
I laugh if
You
she
must be
did,
higher
though.
than.
She gotta be higher than Matt Riddle to think bitch gonna tap that quick.
Right. Ooh, that was
Although
nice.
she is Snoop Dogg's family, so she might be high.
This is
saying.
true. This is very true.
It's a contact
just
high, but it's still a high. You know. I've been at plenty of concerts where I got contact highs, and believe me, I was fucked up.
Just saying. The minor.
No, shit. My first ever concert. My first ever concert. I was 11 years old, and my friend's mom took us to see Ziggy Marley. I was high as fuck.
Oh yeah, definitely.
just beyond. And my friend's mom was looking around this venue at everybody smoking, and going, "Oh my god, I had no idea they were going to do this. How is this legal? I don't know what's going on." And even my friend and I, who are 11, look at his mom and go, "You had no idea they were going to be smoking weed here."
How did you know? Marley, come on.
Right? Any Marley has weed involved. Like, even we know that. We're
Seriously.
11.
That's why their name starts with an M. Marley for marijuana.
Joke's on you for bringing me to that concert. So it was a great show from what I remember, and I was really hungry.
Do you remember much?
Not really. I was really hungry.
That's all we remember. You know, for as much as I don't like these two, they always put on such great matches.
Oh, is it over already?
Oh no, what a shame.
Well, I guess we're gonna have a rematch because that's all what we're all about in WWE.
Of course.
WWE tries its best to be green to the planet as we recycle every match and storyline we ever had during the pandemic. We are saving thousands of hours of interesting television for your benefit. Sure, Jan. Sure.
Hash and rehash.
Over and over. Oh, she's gonna put the chair on Bailey's neck. Now it's good. Do it. Do it. Please do it. Oh, she moved.
She don't think about it.
God damn it. Fuck you, Bailey.
Oh. I'm at the steel chair to the spine part. Twice over.
Yeah, Sasha was about to give her the old receipt with the steel chair to the neck, and Bailey rolled out of the ring. I was like, oh.
Of course she did. Because we can't have good things. We can't have nice things, damn it.
This is why we can't get revenge, WWE. You got a faction named Retribution, but Bailey, the boss can't even get hers. What the fuck is going on?
Right? What is this bullshit?
Oh, okay. I guess we're coming up on, I'm also guessing we're coming up on The Fiend versus Kevin Owens because they're recapping Raw. I have to say, I love the Fiend version of Alexa Bliss so much.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It reminds me of her like original character before she got a best friend and started drinking coffee and had a talk show and all that shit. Like, it reminds me of the woman who was the first to win like the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships. Like, that's the bitch.
She would come out with the thing and the whole
and the pigtails and the booty shorts.
Yes. The whole thing.
The whole nine. Love it. Just absolutely love it.
Shit.
I'm gonna be honest about something that I should be ashamed of, but I'm not. I actually watched her podcast. I watched that Uncool with Lance Bass. just because it was Alexa Bliss. I was like, okay, we'll watch. It's 20
No
minutes. I don't give a
judgments.
fuck.
No judgments.
It was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. She was a pretty damn good host.
So I may have to check it out then.
I'm not a huge fan of Lance Bass, but he did say a few things that made me laugh. So it was, and of course they talk about how they used to be uncool, which is, something I'm not, but always been cool, folks. Sorry.
Oh shit, I can't believe I missed this last week.
Right? I missed the
I
whole
gotta watch SmackDown more. Like I gotta give up on Raw and watch SmackDown more often.
Oh, there she is. I love you. Okay, that might have been a little uncool. I'm not even gonna lie about that one, but still.
I can get with this. I like this.
I do kind of feel like I have to watch SmackDown more often.
Yeah, same. I feel like I don't watch it enough anymore.
Even if it's just I go back to the DVR of my YouTube TV and I like watch and skip and watch and skip. Are you ready? So I'm guessing Brucey can't show up.
I guess not. I guess it's you, me, and
the lovely people in our live chat, which I'm fine with. Even though I don't know, somehow something about the live thread, I want to like pull their string. They're not talking. Just come here.
Wake up, you guys. I forgot I had on like eyeliner, and I was over here like scratching my eye, and I was like, stop doing that now.
Or else, now you got wings.
Pretty much. I go from wings to being a freaking red.
And if Brucey was going to show up, I was going to bring up the whole thing that he sent us the video of that I saw already of the contract talks breaking down between Heath and Impact, and he was all offended about it.
I did not watch that.
And I was like, why? It's great television. Like Scott D'Amore basically offers him a jobber contract, and Heath comes back with this huge folder of his own contract that has all these stipulations and zeros and, get a new pool for his house, this kind of shit. And they argue back and forth, and he just storms out and cusses out Rhino on the way. And even brought up, like, I was standing in the middle of a ring with Drew McIntyre, and you were the one that said, come here, it's great, you'll love it, you'll fit right in, they need you. I thought it was just great dramatic TV. It just plays it out a little longer because we all kind of know that Heath is on.
I think they're definitely handling the as Bruce would like to call it, the rehash storyline or the cycle storyline better than the E did, because the E, like, it felt like it went nowhere.
Yeah. And they had plenty of time to do something with it. They just never did. So Impact went and said, okay, if they won't do it, fuck it, we will. And they're doing a great job with it. So yeah, I'm fine with whatever the hell they plan on doing, especially when it leads to good TV or cameo appearances from Chuck Norris and David Hasselhoff,
which was hysterical, by the way.
Yes. Beyond hilarious. I'm trying not to laugh about it now, and it was weeks ago.
Like, that's a promo I could watch again. It was just so fucking funny.
I could watch that whole Heath for Impact thing over and over again with his real kids in it and everything. When did WWE ever use real children? I don't know. Can we?
I think it very quickly made it into one of my top favorite promo videos, like, or promos. For me, it's Hard Times, hands down, Hard Times, cream of the crop. We're gonna get you, N-word, and then like Sherry Martel being like, no.
Like, pull that word back.
And everyone just kind of like, and Mean Gene has to be like, what?
That's a WWE Hall of Famer now, by the way.
Oh God, I love it. That's one of my favorites. Steiner Math, and now
Steiner Math, of course.
And now Heath for Impact. That's in my
hashtag Heath for Impact.
Heath for Impact. Hashtag. It's in my top 5. It's in my top 5.
I want that man to get his whole contract and new pool and everything else.
Yes. The slide for his pool, the whole thing.
What the hell do they have Shinsuke Nakamura in now? Like the stop. Just stop.
I'm on an NFL commercial right now, so I'm behind.
Wait till you see this coat he wore in the ring. You're like,
Oh Jesus!
did he like take that from Charlotte Flair and alter it? Like, what is that?
Shut the fuck up!
I'm not kidding. It has like the cut sleeve so it dangles down. It has the long
Oh, I
tail.
see it. I
All
see
it
it.
needs is some peacock feathers, and you got Charlotte Flair. It's Shinsuke. Well,
It
at
looks
least the
so cheap.
well, at least the New Day are getting a title match. I don't know if they'll win, but at least they're getting it.
Yeah.
But see, this thing though. Like, I want the New Day to go to Raw, but if they win the titles, they probably won't. I want Shinsuke and Cesaro in NXT, but if they keep the titles, they probably won't go. So either way, I'm going to be disappointed now. And thank God I'm not Brucey, or I'd be throwing a fit.
It's a lose-lose, my friend.
I didn't get what I wanted for Christmas. Fuck!
Riot, just flip this whole ass table.
At least I still have the chance of getting something, you know? God, am I the only one that
believe Xavier Woods is back?
Am I the only one that forgot about the horror show? Like they just showed that clip and I was like, "Oh yeah, that was a thing. That was awful."
I'm like a kid right now.
I mean, it's going to be a tremendous match, obviously, because we all know what Shinsuke and Cesaro can do, and the New Day are the fucking New Day, so it's going to be a tremendous match.
Definitely. Oh Jesus!
Unless Ali brings retribution in to fuck the whole thing up.
That would be the only thing, really.
They are in the draft pool.
They are. Are they? I didn't know that. Holy shit!
They are in a draft pool, but I don't know if it's tonight's or Monday's. I can't remember now. I had the article up yesterday. It could be Monday, but I could have swore they were on the same. They were in the same draft pool as the Hurt Business, so they may be in this one. I don't know. I know they're in one. We will see. We only have
45 minutes.
45 minutes to go, maybe.
Like that. Let's see what happens after that or my pizza arriving.
Oh, I know. Dude, my Stromboli was supposed to be here at 6:45. It didn't show up till after 7:30. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm sitting here. I'm like one-handed setting up the live feed. In my
Stromboli, that's my hand.
In my bedroom, I got bacon all over the floor.
I went for a mushroom pepperoni pizza.
Oh, nice. And I'm not even kidding. I do. I have bacon all over my floor. Here it is.
I just realized New Day's ring gear is like Nickelodeon themed.
Mm-hmm. Not a shock.
That is awesome.
I'm sitting here picking bacon off my floor from when I was setting up the live stream.
Yes,
you think I was joking? I ain't fucking playing, okay?
We don't play around here, kids.
No, we quit school because of recess. We don't play. It's damn good though.
Ah, damn.
If they give me some kind of sponsorship, I'd plug them on the show, but they didn't, so I'm not. Well, it's good.
Maybe you can make a deal with them.
Right?
All right, now I'm on to commercial.
You're absolutely right, Mac. Xavier did bulk up a little bit.
Not just his body, but his hair. Did you see that? That's impressive.
Oh yeah, that was almost some Constance Creed stuff from TNA going on. But yeah, he definitely got into Moxley shape upon his return. You know, like when Ambrose came.
He did.
And he was he went from like string being like me to just big buff motherfucker.
Yep.
That was Xavier too. Woods got on that Ambrose routine where he just worked out 10, 12 hours a day, ate 9,000 calories, and then slept for 5 minutes. Because he ate 9,000 calories.
Got nothing better to do.
Yeah. Let's see. Chris wants reasons to watch Impact because he's been thinking about it since the Havoc thing.
Oh, dude,
There's so many, honestly.
dude. Impact is great right now.
They are tremendous. They give you a little bit of everything. They give you intergender. They give you great promos. They give you solid matches. They make you
They even
laugh.
have funny things like that wrestling house or whatever.
Wrestle House, yeah, I know
Yeah,
that's over
yeah. At
now.
first, I was kind of like annoyed by it, but it grew on me real quickly. It was pretty fun.
I honestly, I loved it from the jump. I was like, this is great. This is funny. It's kind of stupid. I love it. But that's good. EC3, if you watched any of the promos that he did before he got someplace else, he's
Yes,
now
yes,
doing them
brilliant.
right there in Impact. There's a good reason.
And like we were saying, the Heath Slater thing, fantastic stuff. Great
yes,
work there. They're definitely
The Heat for
line
Impact
much better.
thing, unbelievable. Go back and watch the
Mhm.
promo that we were talking about with the cameos from
Yes.
Chuck Norris and the Hoff and more. It's hilarious. It's great TV. How about Eric Young actually being used properly? That's always a good reason.
Yes, that's a big one. Yeah.
And the knockout
Overall,
the knockouts division, I would probably take over any women's division in the US. Like
oh,
put them up against everybody from WWE. They'll kick the shit
solid,
out of them.
solid
AW,
women's
they will
division.
eat for lunch.
Yeah. Although I do have to give it to AEW. Here we are a year out from their beginning. Women's division has definitely come a long way. It's definitely improved.
Mm,
Get better, yes, and will it? Most definitely.
mhm.
Definitely at a for 1
Oh,
year
it's
out,
improving.
it's
It's
at a good
improving
spot.
now,
Yeah.
and it's improving after Statlander's out, after they lost a bunch of people to travel restrictions.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
having to work with what they have, they've done a pretty good job. And they've brought in some amazing talent like Abaddon and Deebs. Oh my god.
hmm
Those two
Evil
are
Lee,
amazing.
Diamante, they've definitely come a long
Yes.
way. But the Impact Knockouts division would eat them for lunch. Everybody,
Oh, hands down.
including
Hands down.
including Nia, because they have or Nyla, because they have about 3 or 4 women as big as Nyla.
Yep, yep.
That could probably beat her ass.
I mean, they don't even need women as big as Nyla. Like Grace, hands down, could
Yeah,
definitely
Thick Mama Pump whoop her ass.
bring her down.
Taya whoop her ass.
Oh yeah, Taya. Oh my god. But Taya,
Taya shut that shit
I love
down.
that. She's a little fucking crazy, so she'll take anybody.
And that's why I like her, because I'm a psycho. But there are so many reasons to watch Impact, dude. I haven't even brought up Sammy Callahan and Ken Shamrock yet, and that shit is amazing.
Oh, dude, that is
He has brought
freaking brilliance.
Sammy has brought Ken Shamrock back to the Attitude Era Ken, where he's just wild and nuts and snaps on a dime. It is beautiful.
I think he's better than the Attitude Era Ken Shamrock.
Even Kadrian agrees that Impact Wrestling is hot right now, bro. It really is. It really
it
is.
definitely is.
He also said, I think Big Swole is going to win the title Wednesday. Oh, that's a bold prediction there, bro. I wouldn't be mad at all. I wouldn't be mad at all. Like, I love Big Swole. I really do. Big Swole is another one. Like, I think Bianca is cooler than her husband, and I think Big Swole is cooler than her husband.
Yes, definitely.
I like both of them more than I like Ced or Montez put together.
Yes. And I love Montez Ford. I love watching.
No,
I follow him on Twitter, and every morning, first thing I look forward to is his first tweet of "God is good," and I'm like, "Amen, brother." Give you a little heart on that tweet.
Oh no, Montez is great, and Ced.
But that being said,
I actually met
Bianca.
Yeah. So Ced I actually met in Richmond after an ROH show, and he was amazing. But sorry, y'all, Bianca and Big Swole, they just got that swag, y'all.
That would be an amazing match to see.
Oh, Bianca versus Big Swole?
Yes.
Or intergender Bianca and Ced and Montez versus Ced and Big Swole.
That would be cool to watch too, but not WWE style.
No, we'd have to get him an Impact for that.
Yeah, we'll give it Impact style, definitely.
We'd have to get him on like an Impact location somehow, like a Starcast or something, or a Jericho Cruise or something. I don't know, and just let them go at it intergender. That would be amazing. Because they wouldn't do that in WWE. They'll put matches with guys and girls together, and then they won't let them fight one another. So you can't.
No, it'll be like, if a woman's in the ring, then she's got to tag.
Oh,
the other woman. Like,
Uh-oh. It looks like we're about to get a record-tying championship reign. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
oh,
Yep. And then here comes Woodsy.
oh, oh.
I have seen the future, Grandma, and it is good. Wow, that's 9 times. So they've now tied the Dudleys for most title, or no, they got past the Dudleys for most title reigns in WWE history.
Oh,
That's record breaking. They had record tying last time.
Woods is like buff as hell, man.
I know. I'm telling you, got that Ambrose shape.
All right, I'm living in the past, so I just finally caught up.
I told you the future was good.
So happy.
Because I'm pretty sure their last title reign, they tied the Dudley Boys for most tag team championship reigns in WWE
right.
history. So this one just broke the record.
Yes.
And it's well, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely, positively love the Dudley Boys, but this is well deserved.
This is indeed.
Congratulations, New Day. I golf clap for you.
I could fucking cry right now. I'm so fucking happy.
You're back. You rock. Congratulations. Oh shit, here comes Stephanie already. Oh, we got the final round. And now you're going to Raw. What?
What's so confusing? Okay, I'm about to catch up.
I've seen the future, and it is blurry.
And it is blurry.
I was like, how the hell? Oh, shit. Oh, you are going to hate this.
This is confusing.
Wait, it gets worse. Oh, who cares? See what I'm saying?
What?
Uh-huh.
They literally were just brought back together.
Uh-huh, and they just won the SmackDown titles.
And they've just been split. None of this makes sense. Someone needs to come out and be like, skirt, swerve. She can't.
Sorry, she got the wrong envelope. Okay, Angel stays on Raw. I'm pretty sure he's hurt anyway, so... Like, yeah.
I'm totally feeling like I'm feeling like Big E right now. Like, I just want to cry, like, for sad reasons.
I do too. So in case you're watching us and not them, let me recap this. Right after the New Day won the SmackDown titles and made history, Stephanie McMahon came out to say that Kofi and Xavier were drafted by Raw, and they are now SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Immediately after that, she announced that SmackDown had drafted Big E. So if we look a little mad right now,
a little,
we are. I mean, it's not. I'm gonna try to be positive. I'm gonna say I'm glad that Big E continues his singles run. I think he deserves that kind of push, and he's ready for that. But to split them up after they just got back together tonight and they just won the tag team titles.
Literally just won the SmackDown titles.
Right.
SmackDown.
I understand. Swerve. I get it. You think, oh, they're going to stay on SmackDown because they just won the titles and got back together. Ha! Joke's on you. But
Big E's face is exactly how I feel right now.
Yeah. Yeah. But to do this is just, I mean, it is a swerve, but it's also kind of a kick in the nuts at the same time. and
Yep.
I'm being nice by saying kinda. Like it's a
Agreed.
full-fledged getting hoofed in the grapefruits. It's
Yeah.
oh
Getting
oh
hoofed in the
shit.
front butt.
I didn't realize Kirby's in the chat now. Hey, merch maker.
And
Yeah,
I'll be back to being angry.
even Hobo Clown is pissed. Kadri says that's some bullshit. Yeah, Brian says yawn. Ortiz and Angel are wasted picks.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh no, and Chris, Slammiversary was a great show. So if you enjoyed that, like it's gotten even better since. They've even got the whole it's a fatal four-way coming up for the tag team titles. It's the Machine Guns, the North, the Good Brothers, and then and Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. That's gonna be insane.
Be a fucking amazing match. Wine and burritos. That's what's up, Curbs.
Okay, good for you, Kirby. I got Coca-Cola and Stromboli.
I've got bite-sized sharp cheddar cheesy crackers.
I also have bacon all over my bedroom floor. Fuck.
all over.
All over. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
You think I'd be able to show some professionalism?
At
Okay, sorry. I had something talking about.
least it's not on your face.
No, not yet. I still got a few bites. Not yet. At least it didn't end up on my shirt, which would have pissed me off.
Plus, it's a white shirt. Oof, I can't wear white.
I even told Devin from Clark Street I was gonna rock this shirt as a tribute to him. So
nice.
Because he's actually been tuning into the live threads here and there before he goes to like eat or record or something. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you something to look forward to.
It's cold in my room, so I'm like living in hoodies. It's what we do.
I still can't wait. Speaking of Impact, I still can't wait to see where Rob and Katie are gonna end up.
Yes. Oh my God. Anywhere but AEW.
Do we wish that mess on WWE? Don't you put that evil on me.
I will put it on them. You take it. You take all of it.
After what they just did, I'm wishing that evil on them. Fuck them.
Yep. You take all that high and
don't get me wrong. I love the New Day. Sometimes their antics get on my nerves. That's all. But I love the New Day, and it was so nice seeing them back together. It was so nice to watch them win the tag team titles, and then this happens, and you get that feel good moment, and it's just kick right in the nuts. Oh!
It's ripped.
Hey! Oh fuck!
Yeah, God. Pretty much. It's like, oh hey, is this your heart? Let me just
yeah, just you won't be needing this anymore. Da-dum.
Tears. Violent tear. It's like a violence to my soul.
Wait, tomorrow morning the 2020 draft continues? I thought they were only doing it Friday and Monday. They're going to continue it on Talking Smack?
I'm going to have to watch it?
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not watching that shit. I don't care.
I mean, this has been interesting enough where I might do night 2 on Monday, but I'm not doing Talking Smack. Fuck that.
I don't think I could sit through that.
I don't think I could either. And even Monday is in question at this point. I'm like, okay, it's been a decent enough draft, but are Tucker and Otis actually looking through a law book right now? Like, I didn't even know they could read. like we've had some weird moments. We got the New Day getting split up. We got Lars returning. It's definitely surprising. I mean,
I love that Chad Gable and Otis work out together, because you'll see Chad Gable's videos on Instagram and he's pumping iron and there's Otis in the background. Oh yeah, baby, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, Chaddy. Gable. It's like, okay, Otis, how many chromosomes are you missing? Oh yeah, Chucky. And Mandy Rose made out with him. I can't.
I mean,
Oh my god, I'm still pissed about the New Day. I mean, it's surprising. It's definitely different. It's like I feel like my mood is kind of that meme from The Simpsons where you're throwing a cake in the trash. Says at least you tried.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
That's
they're
what it feels
not
like.
they're not phoning this shit in, which I
No.
appreciate. But like you're trying so hard and it's going so wrong. Like I know. What if we bring Lars back? Like,
Who
who
is Otis?
cares?
Who is Otis storyline suing?
No, the Miz is storyline suing him and saying he'll settle it for the Money in the Bank contract. But now the Miz and Morrison are on Raw, so I don't know if that's still going to be a thing or because Otis got drafted to SmackDown, so maybe it just goes away. I don't know how that works. I don't know how kayfabe court works. I'm not sure.
I
I could
don't
ask Tom.
either.
I could like tweet and ask Tommy Dreamer right quick because he was the judge in kayfabe court a few months back on Impact. He might know.
He was indeed.
He might know. I don't know if like different promotions have different rules for the kayfabe courts, but
I
Tommy
mean,
might.
he was in WWE for a while. He might have an idea.
Maybe he brought WWE's kayfabe court to Impact. I don't know.
Maybe
It could happen.
it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, Sasha Banks is talking and I can't hear her. I feel so horrible. I'm sure I'm missing so much. I'm
Here,
sure
I'll do
she's
you a
not just
favor.
saying like blah 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 revenge, blah blah blah. I'm the boss.
I should have known.
She put it
There's
on.
no escaping her.
It's so
Oh,
weird
you know
because
what?
her
I
lips
can't.
are moving and then I can hear it from the headphones, but it's not the same. So
It's like a badly dubbed film.
Hobo Clown does say that talking smack is gold. That's great. No, that's fine. I'm sure it's a great show. It's just on Saturday, and usually I'm running around all day by myself with a very hyper 9-year-old. So there's no way I'm gonna be able to do a live feed during it to cover the goddamn draft.
And as a child-free person, I sleep in, so there's no
Hmm.
it either.
Oh, sleeping in. What's that like? No, I'm kidding.
It's beautiful. It's amazing. Let me tell you.
I can't even sleep. I was so tired last week I didn't even hit record so we could get the audio for Anchor.
Oh man.
I felt so
Last night
bad.
I died for like 10 hours and it was the greatest.
I
And then
wish.
this like crick in my neck, so I had to like move like this for most of the day. I was trying to get dressed and I'm like, ugh, ugh. It was the worst.
Oh, we
Oh,
got
here you go. The Fiend
the
versus
Fiend
Kevin.
versus Kevin Owens. This could be good.
Let's hope it is.
I want desperately to see the Fiend bring like evil Owens back out.
Yes.
Because everybody he gets to he changes
Oh
so
yeah, absolutely.
obviously if he gets to Kevin Owens enough, do-gooder Kevin is going to go bye-bye and old evil Kevin is going to come back and I'm going to be a happy little son bitch.
Evil.
Little evil Kevin, he was great. He had evil tattooed on his arm.
He did. He did.
Now he covered it up with a dinosaur head or something. I don't even know what that is. It kind of looks
Well, no,
goofy.
wasn't the evil on the forearm?
Oh yeah, that's right. It
One of
was.
those that
It
like
was.
depending on which side.
It was backwards on his forearm. So when you put it in the mirror, it said evil. But
Yeah, but
otherwise, it was live.
wasn't it one of those that like depending on what side you looked at it, it either said live or evil or some shit
Mm.
like
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes, it was one of those blurst images.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the I want that Kevin Owens back.
That is a lot of red laser.
It really is. I'm glad my son's not watching this.
Right? I'm about to spaz out mentally, like, oh.
What?
Huh.
I don't know. I was just reading the last comment. I was like, what?
The last comment. The last comment I have is talking smack is gold, which I feel like I don't know.
Wow, are you behind on that too?
I'm behind on everything. I just got the hobo sexy lasers.
Okay, did you see the one above that though?
No.
Oh, maybe it was just me. I don't know. I got something that says, "Are drunk answers my questions, or I will eat you."
What?
I don't know. That's why I said, "Huh."
I gotta. You know what would make the fans even more pissed?
Yes, that's
Returning or New Day splitting up. 2 words. Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
Shit. People would
Ah.
lose their mind.
I don't know what drunk was supposed to answer a question, so I'm gonna skip that one. Sexy
No idea.
lasers. Are
Sexy.
lasers really sexy though? I don't know.
Only if they're attached to sharks.
Yes, sharks with freaking laser beams on their freaking heads.
Exactly.
That's sexy. That's sexy as fuck. Oh god. Good times.
Apparently, I missed a call.
Bro. Sharks in a tornado. No, this will not be Sharknado 72 and a half. We're not doing that.
All right, my pizza's here. I'll be right back in like, I don't know, a minute or two. Ow.
Okay, go get your pizza, homegirl. It's about time that damn pizza showed up.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. But I mean, it's at least been an interesting night. I'm not saying it was the best or the worst, but it's been interesting. Excuse me. I honestly never thought I'd see Lars Sullivan again. I'm not gonna lie, guys. But at least from going back to Thursday, though, at least I know Brucey hit on Seth Rollins. I hit on Bianca Belair. Um, I was kind of right about the Mysterios, but I thought Ray was going to stay on Raw, and instead Ray and Dom go to SmackDown. So I got like 1.5, and Brucey got 1. We definitely didn't see the New Day coming back or splitting up after winning a title. Like, I don't. So now you have are the Street Profits going to end up on SmackDown, and are we going to just trade titles? Like New Day gets the Raw belts, and Street Profits come in with the SmackDown titles. Like, I don't get it, because how you gonna have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on Raw? Oh God, please don't show Eagles versus Steelers this weekend. I don't want to see that. We're gonna get killed.
Nachos party pack. Whenever you're dressing up to stay in or witnessing a miracle, go big with delicious nachos topped with all your favorites. Nachos party pack, only at Taco Bell. Get yours.
Yeah, I mean, any other year, I'd love to watch it, but I am definitely not looking forward to Eagles versus Steelers as beat up as the Philadelphia Eagles are right now. That's going to be a slaughter, and not in a good way. Okay, Retribution is in Monday's pool. I got you. Wait, they're giving Braun Strowman a rematch for the Universal title?
Why?
I don't know. Wouldn't you give the Fiend the rematch for the Universal title?
Logically.
It was technically his title that Roman Reigns took after a fucking week. That was me with the Stromboli earlier. Just,
It was so good.
like I probably shouldn't have got the extra large Stromboli, and if I did, I probably shouldn't have eaten all of it. But
All I know is
It's gone.
after maybe 2 or 3 more slices of this, I'm gonna be reaching for that Gaviscon. Sponsor me.
The struggle is real. I got Tums back here that I can grab if it. Like right in this cabinet behind me where you see my lovely 10 pounds of gold.
No, dude. Screw the Tums. Get the Gaviscon. This is where it's at. We sound like old people right now.
Yeah, we do.
Gaviscon,
Well,
my boy. Let me tell you.
You know, the one in the nursing home. That's the old person version of When in Rome.
A new season? What?
I love Chris.
What do you say?
He said, I've been thinking this, but I'll just say it now. To paraphrase Ricky Bobby, if you don't like top rope wrestling talk, then fuck you.
Thank you. Where's that?
Thank you so much, Chris. And you're not wrong, and we love you for it. That's a good dude right there. With good taste, if I may add.
Indeed.
Well, outside of being a Cowboys fan, but nobody's perfect. I let it slide for I let it slide for Grandma Wendy. Of course, I'm gonna let it slide for him too. I love Bercy, and it's a Patriots fan, so
This is true. We can forgive that.
he loves me, and I'm an Eagles fan that tells him never forget 2017. Ha!
Never forget.
Never forget Nick Foles, y'all. Or as I have called him since 2017, Big Dick Nick.
Damn.
Because you got to have cock and balls grande to outduel Brady in a Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
True.
Especially when you were the backup. And he did it again yesterday with the Bears. It was like, man, my dude is Tom Brady's kryptonite. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be talking about wrestling, but I had to do it.
But it is. But it's the truth. We just had to
really is.
these little truth nuggets.
He really is. It's fact. Look it up. Just Google Tom Brady's kryptonite, and a big picture of Nick Foles comes up.
Google it. It's worth Googling.
True story. Brian says, and as a Bears fan, Big Dick Nick. Yes. You're welcome, Brian.
Why am I like not seeing any of this in the chat?
I don't know. Do I need to share the
Okay, so my settings.
Big Dick Nick, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we got.
Indeed.
I mean, sure, the Fiend is dominating Kevin Owens right now, but more importantly, Big Dick Nick.
Big Dick Nick.
Well, we were pretty straightforward for most of the show. We're like 15 minutes left. We've derailed.
Oh, yeah. Man.
It has to happen every week, or it's just not us.
If it doesn't derail, then we're probably being and it's us trying to send a message.
Yeah, if it doesn't derail, it's because your mom is in the background and we're trying to be good.
Seriously.
Like, no, Mama B, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm good. See, I'm just sitting here like you told me.
I'm not being potty mouthed, Mom. Fuck no. I'm not saying bitch ass and shit like that.
I mean, heavens no.
Clutches pearls. Clutches pearls and hides finger tattoos. Don't look at my hand, Mom. Bro, when she found out I had these, like, she found out like maybe after I got them, she was like, "I'm taking your fingers." I was like, "Oh no, I'm right." She wants to skin me alive.
I can't say I'm shocked that the Fiend is dominating Kevin Owens, but I'm still kind of shocked. I'm waiting for him to just, I'm waiting for him to just get evil. It seems to be the only way you can kind of, compete with the Fiend is by getting evil.
I appreciate that they're about the same size too, like similar body builds.
Yeah. Oh God, Ric Flair and the Street Profits in the Skittles commercial together.
Oh my God. Now I cannot wait. I need to see this.
I hope you get it. If not, I'm gonna have to find the commercial and like post it on our Facebook group. It's so
I'm
good.
so happy.
He like does wardrobe for the Street Profits. I'm not even kidding.
Oh my god, I love this.
It's so good, right? Like I usually hate commercials. I usually change the channel and wait for the commercial to go away. But
What even are they wearing?
right at Montez looking all Ultimate Warrior-y. And no, that's not a word, but I just made it one. Warrior-y.
It works. Ultimate Warrior, yeah. And then what's his name looking like Naomi?
Right? Dawkins feeling the glow.
There's a commercial on my TV while there's like a hot ass pizza in my living room waiting for me.
Ric Flair really needs the money. Yeah. Yeah. He's had a few wives. Yeah, he needs the money. He definitely does. Oh man, I'm out of drink. Well, at least I only have a few minutes left.
All out of drink.
I figured by now my wife would have walked in because my child is probably asleep, so I could be like, "Yo, can you grab me a drink?" Because like she's got to go to bed.
Wench.
No, I just figured it. Honestly, the thought in my head was like, "Bitch, got to go to bed sometime." Here I am.
I love
like literally right over here behind me is the bed, so I figured she's got to come in here at some point.
Any moment now, any moment she'll be opening that door.
I almost want to turn my camera so I can show you the Betty Page picture in the. I know, risque, right? Wait till the live feed's over and then
I used to have a Joey Ryan the autograph picture over here on my nightstand, and then it fell on the ground
and caught on fire.
Found it, and I told her what happened, and she was like, "Oh," and then she ripped it up, and I was like, "Thanks, Mom."
Again, no one's gonna argue with your mom, even if she was
who am
wrong.
I to say no to Mom?
I'm also happy because I found at the thrift store up the street, I found myself a tripod for my webcam for $2.
Nice, that's what's up.
$2. I was like, I'll take it.
Thanks.
Because if you ever notice, sometimes you'll see my camera like flip or something as I'm doing something on the screen because I have it like hooked on my laptop, like over my laptop, and I can't see what I'm doing, so I have to lift, click, and then put it back down. Now I just got it right here, and my laptop's over here, but it's right here.
Mine's like built into my laptop, so it's like if I move or whatever,
Yeah, my brother-in-law got me. My brother-in-law got me a gaming webcam for Father's Day.
Oh, nice. That's really
But I didn't have anything to put it on, so I was just clipping it to the top of my computer. But then whenever I wanted to like let you guys in or stop the live feed, I had to like lift and click and then back down. Now I could just hang out over here and I can do whatever the fuck I got to do here, so I'm happy. Especially $2. I mean,
what am I to say no? I love that you found something useful, and amongst all the crap in my home, I found an old fidget spinner.
Oh God, DJ loved those things. I think she muted herself. Hang on. You definitely muted yourself with the fidget spinner.
I did indeed.
You somehow managed to like spin it right onto the mute button. Just
and just bloop. Just
straight up like Chinese ninja starred that mute button. Just
a lot of random crap in this thing.
Oh man.
Found a spoon that I needed earlier.
Oh, all right. Owens is kind of coming. No, he's not coming back. Well, he kind of is. But
kind of, but not really.
He is, but the Fiend don't give a fuck. That's the problem.
True.
I wonder if people ever get pissed about the Fiend like no selling most of their shit. I mean, it's his character, but it's his gimmick and all. But at the same time, I wonder if people get pissed.
A little
let me hurt him one time.
Right.
If Goldberg can hurt him, so can I. You know.
Fucking Goldberg.
Fucking Goldberg, man.
Willie G.
Willie G.
Hurt him instead.
The virus that destroyed WCW and the Fiend's credibility in the same time. Like that's a pandemic.
Oh yeah, that really is. He really is a pandemic.
Because that's like a 2-decade-old pandemic. We're talking 2000 all the way to 2020.
Seriously.
Oh, but at least it wasn't like at least you couldn't catch it unless you were a wrestler. So
True, true. I think it was on Instagram that there was like a part of an interview with Goldberg where he's talking about when he accidentally broke Steiner's orbital.
uh-huh.
Did you see that? I was like, ooh, ooh.
I still I sit there and I cringe and I flip him off when I watch the Broken Skull section and he talks about kicking Bret Hart.
I did not see that. I
He's
would
like,
not.
oh well, it was just an accident. Oh, you accidentally caved the man's face in. Sure.
Accident. Sure, sure.
You accidentally killed the man's career. Good for you.
Because Goldberg was green as fuck then, and he was not
He
ready.
still is.
Oh my
He still
god,
is.
yeah.
He's just old as fuck, which is a
Old
bad
and green.
combination.
That's just terrible.
That's a horrible combination. That
It
is not
really
a
is.
combination that belongs in WWE ever.
No.
I don't care who you are. Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Oh shit.
terribly done. There it is. Bray Wyatt gets so red.
Well, yeah. I mean, A, he's a big dude, and B, he's in a mask without a lot of breathability. So
I mean, true, true.
because even like luchador masks, they usually come down over the nose, but they leave the
Yeah,
bottom
but there's still like
open to
some,
the
yeah.
mouth and everything. But with that, there's
This
just
is like,
little slits, you know. Like he needs to have a respirator under there.
seriously. I can't imagine what it's like when he takes it off, that like first breath of fresh air.
Right. All I can say is I wore a latex Freddy Krueger mask all the way down to the neck for an entire day for a Halloween
Oof.
costume contest. And when I pulled that shit off, that first breath was like heaven. It was like,
It hits differently. It really does.
oh, Alexa and Bray.
I don't know what's better, the way you said it or the fact that they're just out there. Ooh, Alexa
Ew.
and Bray.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh, Owens is like puking or something. Bless you. He either puked or he spit out a tooth or something.
That are my collarbones. That was weird.
Oh, creepy. I like it.
We likes.
I do love The Fiend. I really do. I think it's one of the few things WWE's gotten right the past few years.
And it wasn't even their idea.
Maybe not the booking, but at least the gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is what Bray should have been all along.
And I'm really liking these two together. It feels so overdue, though. Like, this should have happened.
Yeah, like this is what Alexa Bliss should have been, and this is what Bray Wyatt should have been for a while now.
Because how long have we wanted her as Sister Abigail?
Oh, forever. I remember the first time they brought Bray brought Sister Abigail up when he had that god awful match with Randy Orton after the house burned down.
Yes.
Bruce and I originally thought Paige was going to be Sister Abigail because she was still wrestling. She still had the look, you know.
Okay, yeah, fair.
And shortly, and then when it was brought up again, and she had gone, with the next best person in line that we both thought was like Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
now here she is. So at least they got it right once. If they weren't going to have her wrestle, Paige could still come back and be Sister Abigail. You know, she's pale.
Yeah.
She's got the black hair. She's, she almost
Although
looks
now
like
I think she
almost looks like the doll in the fun house, you know?
Yeah. I think that's why it seemed like she would play her, because it just, like you said, her image, it just fell in line with it. And that travesty's over.
Well, I mean, we had we got night one in the books, and there were some interesting moments. Some of them were aggravating, but interesting. I mean, we didn't have a whole lot of changes, but some of them were big, like the New Day.
Yeah. but I don't know if it's good big or bad big or just all around confusing. I don't know how I feel.
At the
In terms of
moment,
New Day, yeah,
confusing because like, are the New Day going to defend the SmackDown titles on Raw, or are we now going to see the Street Profits go to SmackDown and they'll just like exchange titles on the way out? Like, here, you take the
yeah, like
Raw
how's it gonna
titles,
work?
like that, because there's I mean, defending the SmackDown titles on Raw just is a stupid idea. And having
Mm-hmm.
both tag team champions on Raw is not the stupidest idea if you plan on unifying the tag team championships.
Oh,
Like, if you get the New Day
yeah,
versus the Street Profits and winners become the tag team champions, and you get some new titles, because those tag titles are garbage.
yeah. No, I'm not a fan of what they look like.
As I said yesterday to Bruce, one looks like a penny and the other one looks like a dime. It's all garbage. Just throw it in the trash. Break out like your old world titles that the Dudleys and the Hardys and Edge and Christian used to rock, and crown
Yes,
one of those two teams the tag team champion and hand them those belts.
and then let them go cross promotionally
Yeah,
to the,
like the women's.
yes, that's how it
Because
should be.
you don't have enough tag teams in WWE anymore to justify two titles. You just don't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They've gotten rid of pretty much everybody. Like, everybody that came from NXT at this point is gone. The first big
Yeah,
team to come up was the Ascension. They've been gone for a minute.
gone.
FTR gone. AOP gone.
They've
Uh,
either been released or just unused or broken up.
American Alpha. Jason Jordan's retired, and Chad Gable is a name I will not mention.
Yeah, yeah. Chad
You know
Gable
that
is not getting the respect he deserves,
it's
essentially.
why, as much as I would love to say I would like to see a team like the Undisputed Era, or even DIY get back together and go to another and
Mm,
go to Raw or SmackDown. If they're a tag team and they're from NXT, they're probably going to end up released. So just
yeah,
the only one left is the Street Profits. Well, Viking Raiders, but they're hurt.
yeah. Viking Raiders. No, wasn't Heavy Machinery also NXT?
They were. That's true.
Yeah, but
But
now they're not
honestly,
used as a unit.
it's more been about Otis these days
Yeah, that's what I'm
than
saying.
Heavy
It's not
Machinery.
used as a unit anymore.
Hey, you got any water?
Oh yeah, totally agree with Brian. The IC belt also has been it used to be prestigious and now it's become a mid card.
Hmm. Oh no,
A mid card joke.
at one point in WWE, the Intercontinental title was almost on that level of the WWE title. It was like,
Had
this
prestige.
much of a
Yeah.
step down. And now it's Intercontinental title is like
It's like once the 90s ended, entering the 2000s, it just started to devalue. And
Mhm.
now it's just like nothing.
Now I'm just hoping Sami Zayn can bring it back to glory.
I mean, he's no Mr. Perfect, but
No, of course not. He's definitely not Rick Rude or the Honky Tonk Man, but
definitely not.
at least he can run around calling Jeff Hardy a fraud for a few months, and that might make it feel like he's, more of a deserving champion and bring that belts level back to like where the Miz had it, for instance.
I guess.
When the Miz was Intercontinental Champion, it actually meant something because he was on Raw as the
Yeah.
Intercontinental Champion, and Brock Lesnar was at home with the Universal title. So
Yep.
he was like the champion because he was there week in and week
Mhm.
out defending the belt, and Brock was sitting on his couch waiting for the next pay-per-view to make his money.
Pretty much, yeah.
Actually, the next big four pay-per-view, it's like, what? Shit, we're past SummerSlam? Okay, I'll see you in like November. Bye.
Seriously. Fucking asshole. Ugh.
But on that
Ugh.
note, at least we got through the night and we were
Yes.
relatively entertained.
Yeah. It
And
wasn't the worst night.
we had a damn good chat, that's for sure.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Forgotten Sons too, man. I think that
Oh
was
yeah.
more. I think
We
that was
forgot the
more.
Forgotten Sons.
Yeah, we forgot them, but that was more on account of what do they call him? Gunner. I don't remember his name now.
Oh yeah. One of them
Remember he
was saying like
spouted off all that
shit.
stuff about Trump and masks and everything else, and then they just then everybody forgot about the Forgotten Sons because of that fool.
Yep. Yep.
I think his name was Gunner. Maybe it's not
I
now.
think so. That
It was
sounds
Gunner
about
in
right.
TNA, and then I forget what they called him. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, I know Blake and Cutler, they were a damn good team, but he kind of ran his mouth and ran them right out of WWE because of it. But yes, they're going to.
It was Jackson Riker, Steve Cutler, and Wesley.
Jackson Riker, that's the guy. The man
Wow.
formerly known as Gunner in TNA.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's another NXT
Not
team that
anymore.
was damn good and barely had a cup of coffee on the main roster, and then it was just bye guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
You think they would have just got rid of Riker and kept Cutler and Blake because they were a good team? They could have used them.
I mean, you would think.
I mean, they only one of them said it. You know, only one of them
What did he
tweeted it.
say? I don't remember.
He defended Donald Trump and he said a bunch of crap about the virus and things that were insensitive racially on Twitter,
Mm.
and the next thing you know, the Forgotten Sons were just forgotten. It's fine
So had he just stopped at supporting Trump, Vince would have been like, "It's okay, because me and the Don are homies."
because Don's a Hall of Famer in our book.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
but he
President.
continued and like fought people over what he said on social
Yeah.
media, and it snowballed and it got worse and it got worse, and then the next thing you know, all three of them were out the door or packed in mothballs somewhere.
Had he just left it there, it would have been.
Yeah.
It would have been fine.
Yeah, it would have been good if he would have just left it or deleted it or just been like, "Yo, my bad," but no.
No, no. If he'd have just been like, President Cockwomble is my homie.
Cockwomble. Thank you, Stu.
You're the best, man.
If the
I had
commander
to.
in Cockthistle was my homeboy and I defended him,
If he'd have left it at that, it would have been fine. But
it
then he
would have
took
been.
it too far. And
Mhm.
then it was like, maybe not so much. Let's
He was
reel it
like,
back in.
oh, no, dude, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, shit, he did it. He's done.
And yet we still have other sus ass people there.
We really do.
Just
Including
saying.
including Lars.
Seriously, seriously. Mm, mm, mm.
No, Brian, you make a damn good point. And New Japan has 8 championships, and they all mean something. How many titles in WWE does anyone give a damn about? Like, yeah, exactly. WWE title because Drew's got it.
Mm, mm.
I'll say U.S. title because Bobby's got it, and he's been damn good with it, and the Hurt Business. So
Mhm.
there's some interest there.
There's two.
I mean, I don't have much interest in the Universal title, but I never really did after Finn Balor gave it up because everything was like, oh, we're going to hand it to Kevin Owens, or we're going to give it to Goldberg,
Mhm.
then Brock, then Goldberg, then Brock, then Brock, then Brock, then Brock, then Roman, then Brock again,
Seriously.
then Seth. Oh, we got Seth, but Brock got it. Oh, Seth
Like
again.
the women's titles, even though they're on good women, because of the bullshittery that it comes with, no one cares about those women's titles.
I mean, any title Asuka holds, I care about because I care about Asuka. So,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
but like with the tag team titles, I could not give a shit if you have 2 sets of titles. You don't need them. You just don't.
No. Mm-mm.
It makes both of them worthless because who do you put these guys up against? There's nobody there.
I feel like we can do without the universal title.
Mm-hmm.
We can have just like what's Drew's title? The heavyweight title. We can have
WWE
one.
title, yeah.
Yeah, we can have that one title. We can have one women's, one tag, one women's tag, the IC, and if you really want the US, you can have the US.
But we can't get rid of Truth's baby.
Well, okay, yeah. So we keep the 24/7, but that kind of goes without saying. So we'll leave
Okay.
it alone.
Okay.
But we leave that one alone for comedic purposes. But
Yeah,
that's what we really need though.
it really is.
Extra, you don't need these like this promotion, that promotion. You just need these titles and then let the champions cross promote and then see what happens.
Right? If you're worried about it, it would be having the same rematch over and over again at a big show.
Hmm.
Like we do not need Randy versus Drew 3 We did not need Street Profits versus Angel and Andrade for I don't know how many times in 6 months from WrestleMania. Well, I know in WrestleMania Austin Theory might have been involved, but it was like the same group of people going
Yeah.
against Profits again and again. And then even when you had the Viking Raiders involved, they were too busy bowling and fighting ninjas and doing all this shit. Then they finally had a match after the pay-per-view.
And it was lackluster.
It was. I mean, it was a big moment because it was the first time the Profits had ever beaten them, but the match itself kind of felt like meh because
Yeah.
they just kept putting it off and putting it off and doing all this other goofy shit. So you don't really need these matches over and over and over again just to defend a one title in a set. Like, oh, we got to have this Universal title rematch, and then we got to have this WWE title rematch. If you have one title, then you can even alternate these people. Like 1 month we're gonna have Randy Orton, and the next month Roman Reigns gets a shot.
Yeah.
At least it's 2 fucking options instead of 1, and you can go from there. You know, okay, we're gonna get the Fiend involved next time, or we're gonna do, or Seth's gonna get another shot.
We're gonna give Big E his overdue opportunity.
We're gonna give Big E a shot at Drew McIntyre. That match would be gold.
Yeah. And it would be, like I said, an overdue opportunity.
Which again was why if they were going to split the New Day, I would at least liked them to put Big E on Raw and leave Kofi and Xavier on SmackDown with the SmackDown titles.
Yep.
I know it's crazy, but it just might work.
Stop being logical, Dom. Stop making sense.
I can't.
This is WWE. We don't do that here.
The ears are so big. I'm practically Vulcan. Live long and prosper. Okay, I have.
We don't
logic.
do reasonable here. We do illogical, nonsensical shit.
I'm just searching for some sort of like thing that I can wrap my brain around and go, okay, that makes sense.
I can't even.
And I can't.
Nope. It's not happening.
Oh, isn't that nice?
All right. Have we drawn on long enough?
Yeah, I think we have. I'm very happy that we still have people in the chat hanging out and making comments. That's pretty cool when you go 2 hours on a show that, you know, most people don't pay attention to. At least in our group. I don't know about overall with WWE, but I know like when it comes to us, you might have one person on Facebook like post something asking like, is anybody watching SmackDown? And you'll get
it's usually PETA. PETA's like, is someone else watching?
PETA. You gotta love that guy. He's so devoted. Like, is anybody watching SmackDown? Come hang out with me. And it's like, no, PETA.
PETA, my love, bless you. Bless you.
I'll catch you on Dynamite, PETA.
I'll catch you anywhere but here.
But yeah, it is great to have so many people show up for this, to actually have some company, because I was thinking I was gonna have to do this whole thing by myself, and I was like,
told you I was gonna be here late.
I know. I'm just glad you showed up because I don't really like. I didn't really want to spend 2 hours talking to myself.
You're never alone when you're with Jesus. I've been working with the Episcopals too long.
Yes, you have. Never once has Jesus answered one of my wrestling questions. Okay. Fuck prayer. Answer my wrestling questions. When's the cleaner coming back? What are they going to call Seth Rollins now that he's on Friday?
Seriously.
Friday Night Messiah does not sound good.
It doesn't have the same ringtone. No.
No, not at all. Not at all. You got to change that. It's for the greater good. But yeah, I think it's about time we sign off. Thank you, everybody, for hanging in there with us and enjoying yourselves. I definitely had a blast doing this. And of course, it's so good to have Grandma Wendy back. It had been too long since we got to do this.
It's been a while.
I was like, I need Grandma. I'm sure the few of you out there were like that too. Like you saw Brucey and I yesterday. You were like, where's Grandma? I need Grandma.
Ridiculous.
They're like, one of her special little angels. I need Grandma. She's gonna tell me she loves me.
You're nuts, and I love it.
I know. I can't help it. At least I'll try to hide it. Look at the name, okay?
I mean,
Psycho's
No
in the
point in
name.
lying.
What do you expect?
What can we expect? What can we expect?
And I guess I'll do this. Fuck it. If you don't know by now, and you probably all do, but if you don't, you can find us on Twitter at Top Rope WT. You can come to our Facebook group. Just search for Top Rope Wrestling Talk on Facebook. Drop an invite, we'll let you in. You can talk about whatever you want. You can get involved in our pick forums. You can get involved in our threads. We did this instead of a thread, and I think it was a little more fun. You can also find us, fuck you, Bruce, on Instagram at top_rope_wrestling_talk. I nail it every fucking time. One take Psycho.
Once and only once.
All I need is one. and of course, because I'll not be putting no, I won't be. Because guess what I forgot to do again? I forgot to hit record. Yeah.
Whoops.
That's the thing. That happened. But as long as I hit record, you can check out our podcast.
You can find us on anchor.fm/TRWT. Usually you can find us wherever podcasts are distributed, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, a bunch of other random ones that I can't remember.
Big shouts out. YouTube. Big shouts out to iHeartRadio, because it feels like that's where most of our listeners come from, just looking at the Anchor page. And if you go to anchor.fm/TRWT, you will see most of our platforms there. You have to actually go to iHeartRadio and search for Top Rope Wrestling Talk, because they will not allow me to link it to the page. So if you didn't know that, and you keep hearing us say it, go to iHeartRadio, pull up their page, go to the search, punch in Top Rope Wrestling Talk, pops right up. All our episodes are there, except this one. But our last one from yesterday was on there, and it's doing quite well. Like, we appreciate everybody listening, watching us here on Fox Den Productions on YouTube, subscribing to us, hitting that bell, liking our stuff
on iHeartRadio. You can find us right there. Check it out.
No lie, right there. Yeah, it's the only one that's not gonna. You do have to search for it, but apparently a lot of people are listening to us there. So shout out iHeartRadio. We feel you. We see you out there. We love you, and we love all our buddies on YouTube for showing up. We will.
There's us on Spotify. Check us out on Spotify.
She's still looking.
I'm pulling this up everywhere. I
will probably attempt, and I don't know again because I don't know what everybody's got going on, but I will attempt to get the TRWT3 back together for night 2 of the draft, and do this again. So if you enjoyed tonight, please come back Monday and join in with us again as we, shoot the shit, give you some live analysis and give you our reactions to these picks and the show itself and everything. SmackDown wasn't half bad. I'm hoping Raw is just as good, but we'll see.
We'll see. Oh, side note, that's us on Apple Podcasts. It's gonna find us everywhere, but that's all I have, so I can't find us everywhere.
That's fine. That's more than enough.
It's plenty. I can stop now.
Especially when I can't put the podcast up. Bad Psycho. It was because my dinner came late. I was eating and doing shit with one hand. I didn't have another hand to hit record, so.
What was the old catchphrase? Did I do that?
Yes, I did. So for the high class one who could be with us tonight, everybody out there, wear your mask, stay safe, have a good weekend. We'll catch you Monday, and above all,
fresh cheese bags.
There it is. Thanks, everybody. Good night.